Y'all, it looks like Iman Shumpert is not here for Teyana Taylor's new relationship with actor Aaron Pierre. Ever since the two went public, Iman has been spiraling, and it's giving jealous ex energy. If you've been keeping up, you already know that Iman and Teyana's 2023 divorce was a straight-up disaster, but now it's reaching a whole new level of messy. Instead of moving on, Iman is allegedly plotting to take their kids away, out of pure spite. Meanwhile, Teyana and Aaron are stepping into the spotlight as Hollywood's newest IT couple. The two have been making joint appearances at major events, and let's just say their chemistry is undeniable. First, they popped up together at the 15% Pledge Gala, and just days later, they were arm in arm at the American Black Film Festival Gala. But the real moment that had fans talking? When Aaron won the Rising Star Award, and Teyana gave him a hug that screamed more than friends. No awkward side hug, no polite clap. This was body-to-body, full-on black love. Of course, the internet is eating it up, with fans loving this new era for Teyana. But you know who's not loving it? Iman. According to sources, he is not handling it well, and expected Teyana to be focused on motherhood, not out here living her best life with a new man. The gag? This is coming from the same man who was out and about with multiple women right after the divorce. But now that Teyana has leveled up, he's suddenly pressed. Make it make sense. And here's where it gets even uglier, because now reports are saying Iman is trying to take the kids away from Teyana. Allegedly, he's using custody as a way to punish her for moving on, which is ironic considering Teyana has accused him of being an absentee father who barely showed up for their daughters. But trust, this is just the tip of the iceberg, because if you thought their divorce was bad, wait until you hear about the absolute chaos that went down during their split. Let's get into it. The truth behind Iman and Teyana's messy divorce. If you thought Iman Shumpert and Teyana Taylor's breakup was just another Hollywood split, think again. Because behind the scenes, it was straight up chaos. When Teyana announced their divorce in 2023, she made it sound like it was all love and respect. But fast forward to now, and the truth is finally coming out. This wasn't just a simple case of two people growing apart. This was betrayal, resentment, and a whole lot of drama. For starters, cheating rumors have been following Iman for years. Fans have speculated that he wasn't exactly faithful in their marriage, and Teyana herself has thrown some not-so-subtle shade in the past. Remember when she liked that shady tweet about staying too long in a relationship where you weren't valued? Yeah, that part. But here's where it gets wild. Teyana reportedly caught Iman in a situation that she just couldn't ignore anymore. And let's not forget the financial mess. Allegedly, Iman wasn't just slacking as a husband, he was also making reckless money moves. According to sources, his NBA checks weren't hitting like they used to, and instead of adjusting, he was out here living way beyond his means. Meanwhile, Teyana was the one bringing in major bags, from music to acting to brand deals. And apparently, that didn't sit well with Iman, who hated the idea of being outshined by his wife. But the real breaking point? The custody battle. While Teyana has always made it clear that her kids are her number one priority, sources say Iman wasn't nearly as present as he should have been. And now that she's moved on, he's allegedly trying to use the kids against her. Not because he wants full custody, but just to make her life harder. Make it make sense! At the end of the day, what started as a love story turned into a full-blown war. And with Teyana and her new man, Aaron Pierre, heating up, it looks like Iman is about to get even messier. The truth about Lori Harvey's split from Damson Idris. When Lori Harvey and Damson Idris first got together, they had the whole internet in a chokehold. Red carpet moments, steamy vacation pics, and that undeniable chemistry. They looked like the perfect couple. But just as quickly as it started, it was over. And now, the real tea behind their breakup is coming out. And let's just say, Lori might have fumbled this one. For months, fans noticed something was off. Their public appearances started feeling less in love and more contractual. No more flirty Instagram posts, no more romantic getaways. Just vibes that screamed, it's already over. Then came their joint statement, where they hit us with the classic, "We remain friends" line. But behind closed doors, there's way more to the story. Word on the street is that Damson was way more invested than Lori ever was. While he was talking about the future, she was already planning her exit. And let's be real, this isn't the first time Lori has cut things off before they got too serious. Just ask Michael B. Jordan, who reportedly thought he'd be the one to finally get Lori to settle down. Spoiler alert, he wasn't. But here's the real question. Why does Lori keep bouncing from high-profile relationship to high-profile relationship? Some say she's just young and having fun, which fair. But others think she's playing the game strategically, using her relationships to stay relevant and keep the media talking. And let's not forget that she has rules. Rumor has it, she locks her men into NDAs before they even get close. Now, with Damson out of the picture, who's next? Because if Lori's track record tells us anything, she's not staying single for long. What's really going on with Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny? Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny's relationship was one of 2023's biggest shockers. Nobody saw it coming. The supermodel and the reggaeton superstar, a crossover we never expected. But just when fans were starting to warm up to the idea, things took a turn. Now, insiders are spilling the tea on why their romance fizzled out. From the start, people questioned if Kendall and Bad Bunny were really a thing or just a PR stunt. The hand-holding, the courtside dates, the high-fashion appearances, it all felt too curated. And let's be honest, Kendall isn't exactly known for deep, long-term relationships. Meanwhile, Bad Bunny was out here dodging questions about their status every time someone asked. But here's where it gets interesting. Sources close to the couple say Bad Bunny wanted something more serious, while Kendall, not so much. She's always been about keeping things casual, and once the excitement wore off, she started pulling away. Plus, their lifestyles couldn't be more different. Bad Bunny lives for the chaos of the music industry, while Kendall is all about low-key private luxury. Mixing those two worlds, a recipe for disaster. Another major factor? The Kardashian effect. Dating one of them means being sucked into a whole machine of media attention, fan theories, and constant scrutiny. And Bad Bunny wasn't here for it. Insiders say he hated the Hollywood scene and didn't want to be part of the Kardashian circus. And let's not forget, he was throwing shade at Kendall's ex, Devin Booker, in his lyrics. Things were getting messy. So, did they break up for good? Seems like it. And honestly, neither of them seems too heartbroken. Kendall's already back to living her best single life. And Bad Bunny? He's got a whole world tour to focus on. Looks like this was just another Hollywood fling, fun while it lasted, but over just as fast. At the end of the day, Kendall and Bad Bunny's whirlwind romance was bound to turn heads, but their sudden split has left even more questions than answers. Was it just a case of two worlds colliding, or was there something deeper that ultimately tore them apart? One thing's for sure, Hollywood never stays quiet for long. And with these two still making waves, the real tea might just be one headline away.